guys, it's Melissa in Minnesota. I hope you're having a very fabulous day today. Did you miss me? I know I missed you guys. It's been a long time. I have been filming, but I have not been editing or posting any videos. This summer was crazy. This fall is just, I don't know, we just blew into the school year and it is just insanely crazy. I don't even know where fall went. It's like we went from summer to winter, but we don't usually have snow until around Halloween. That's usually trick-or-treating time. When my boys were little, we'd always have snow on the ground, and sometimes it would be already a couple inches that we would have. And this year it came the 1st of October, the first week of October. I'm not even sure exactly what the day was, but it didn't stick around very long. It was gone by the end of the day. But we've had extremely low temperatures for what we normally have for this time of year. It's been probably the highest, the warmest that we've gotten is 45, and it's been mid-30s. That's just insane. So, you know, I have literally in one weekend, my garden was done. We had frost, it killed everything. I had to get everything taken care of before that, and it was just so short. Normally I'm able to have corn stalks and things like that, but that was all done, and it was fast this year, way too fast. I'm a southern girl. I enjoy my summers here. They're not hot like down south. Where I grew up, but you know, we kind of get 80s, maybe mid-90s. That's very, I don't know, the last couple of years that seems kind of rare for us, that we just don't have it that warm. I think last year we had like 1 week that it was really hot and my boys were complaining because I think the high was like 98, and I'm like, you guys don't know hot, especially there's no humidity here, or very mild humidity. I mean, it's like the high humidity here is like low humidity down south on a good day. So it's just crazy, the difference. And I grew up in that, so I'm like, this is nothing. Anybody in the south, you guys know what I'm talking about. Plus, we don't have the bugs and stuff. I mean, we do have mosquitoes, but gnats, things like that stick to you when you're sweaty. But yeah, let's just kind of reminiscing. But what I want to discuss today, and I'm going to do a look with these items. I will do another video specifically swatching and going into great detail with this, but I am trying a new brand, and I hope since it's one that several of you have suggested that I try over the past couple years. They just celebrated their 5th anniversary. The company is Root Pretty, and the reason I didn't go with them the first couple years is because they were mainly loose powder oriented. They're a mineral powder company. Once they started doing their pressed mineral powder, I just really started waiting just to read the review. You guys know my situation as far as gluten. Highly sensitive. Vitamin E is sunflower based, so you don't have to worry about that. A lot of times vitamin E or tocopherol is not gluten-free, and some companies will say that it is, but they don't know where their suppliers get their sources from. I've run into that when I first went gluten-free back in January 2013. And so this company I've really been watching, and I'm like, okay, put it in a term, I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to try it here. I have been experimenting with this for about a week and a half, and I would know at this time if there were any reactions to it. And so far, the products that I've tried, I've not had any reaction. This company seems to be one that is very good. I like their standards. They're gluten-free, cruelty-free. A lot of their products are vegan. I really suggest this. They are one of the companies where if you open their product, you're not allowed to return it, and so they offer samples, which is a good thing because a lot of companies don't do that. I picked up their they call it the Pearl Powder. This is their mineral foundation, and you can buy a Root Pretty kit, which includes this, their setting powder. I believe you get one of their kabuki brushes, and there's one other product, I think, that, oh, their bronzer that comes in that. It's like $52. Look for a sale. They do offer sales, like they just had their birthday sale, which was 15% off, so that's when I picked up a lot of these products. And so they do, since they offer discounts, it's good to do that. But once I open this, I'm not able to return this. So what I did was, I wasn't sure what my color was. They do have good customer service, and I will admit this, their customer service was spot on with the color that I needed. I went with G3. You send them a picture, and I've always, which my skin tends to change, I've always gone with pink or neutral tones. When I sent the picture, and I can clearly see in that picture now, my skin has golden undertones, which is what the G stands for. They have cool, which would be C. They have neutral, which is pink gold undertones. They have the gold, which is a yellow undertone, and they also have warm, which warm has, it's more of a pink golden undertone, if that makes sense. So that's really the color that I thought I was going to be, was the warm. And when I sent my picture in, she's like, I really think you're a G2 or G3. Now, I decided to go with the G3 just because I have done some research with their reviews and watching other videos on YouTube. And someone suggested, because not only can you use this dry, but you can use this as making your own liquid. Go with a color that is slightly darker, because for some reason when you water it down, the shade becomes lighter. The other thing that I really like, that you can add oil. In the summer, my skin does a complete overhaul from in the winter. In the winter, my skin is flaky and dry. It is the craziest thing, but I live in Minnesota, upper Minnesota. It is cold, it is harsh, windy, it's just, the climate is different. In the summer here, my face will get oily, especially in the T-zone area, which is insane. So that's really why I was attracted when I decided to try this brand, because the powder will work for me in the summer. And in the winter time, it will work because I can add jojoba oil. And this is my oil of choice. This is not how it came. I do buy a bottle. I will link everything that I'm talking down below. But you can pick up any jojoba oil. I like the Acacia. I put it in an empty bottle. This was actually a Everyone, or EO. I think it's the essential oils. Once those are empty, I save these bottles, and it is the dark color, which is awesome because it keeps your oil fresh. From any light color tends to let light in, so the darker that you can find your bottle, the better. Jojoba oil is the best oil that I think that you can use for your skin if you have, oily, combination, dry, because it mimics your natural skin oil, so it will change as you need it. I've been putting a couple drops into a little bit of water. I usually mainly the jojoba oil and this Root Pretty, the mineral powder. Love the foundation. I'm like, this is better than anything I've tried. You know, you could make your own depending on what you want in your skin. I have thought about adding frankincense, because frankincense oil is wonderful for skincare. So I'm going to experiment with different things and see how I like them. But this is, oh my gosh, I've been using this and it is amazing. So again, going back, they do offer the powdered foundation, and they do have liquid foundation, which I did pick up 2 samples of that. This is what they call, and I'm going to need my glasses on to see this here. It is called their Pretty Booster, and so this would be their liquid formula for their powder foundation, and I picked it up in the color light and also in light medium. Now I don't have any way to go back to my computer. I film with my iPhone, so I'm not able to look things up as I'm filming this video, but based on the shade that they feel that you need in this Root Pretty, they will tell you which one you need in the Pretty Booster. And this can be used as a primer. They do offer a clear version. They also offer it in shades. I really like this on days I don't want any extra coverage. If I just want to put this on, it evens out my skin tone, and it's just, I am blown away with this brand so far. The light medium, since I am a G3 in the powdered foundation, is the color that I need for this. Now the light color may be a little more as I get into winter. I'm just going to see how it goes for that, and just kind of experiment. So stay with me. I'll be updating you guys on this brand, what I'm liking, how things are really working for me. But so far I am, just like I said, beyond just, oh my gosh, ecstatic about this company. But I just want to show you guys basically what the color is that I found works. See, it has a golden undertone to it. I can't believe that this matches me so well, and I've had the hardest time. Now 100% pure, again, which I'm not using anymore, has always turned orange on me. This does not do that. So the samples that I picked up, once I said I was going to be a golden, I'm like, okay, I don't know exactly what color it is. I don't want to order big full sizes. The full size is going to be 9 grams, and it is, if you guys are familiar with Bare Minerals, they do have the locking sifter, so you would turn this, there's holes on one side, put the top on, tap some in, and then you're able to work with that. You can use a cap if you want to mix your oils in your water and use this if you're going to try to make a liquid. I don't do that. I actually have a little bowl. If you guys are familiar with Marie's Face Mask Alchemy, it's $10.88 for a mask each month. It's a subscription that you can get. I bought these I actually bought 2 of these. Oh, and I just I just poured some water. I have some water in there. I might have to go back and get some water with the foundation. So I just poured a little down my arm. But anyway, on with the show. Anyway, I don't like to use the cap because you do have to leave the cap off and let it dry before you put it back on, just because you don't want to contaminate or add moisture to your actual powder. So I use a separate bowl instead, and I don't know if you guys can see, I've already put some powder in there and I've used this, but I'm going to continue to use this. It turns back into a powder. I notice that it stays a little bit oily since I've used the oil. But that's not an issue for me. I just have it in my bathroom vanity and ready to use. Well, now I've got some water everywhere. But anyway, so what I did was have the samples sent, and I ordered these. They do have, there's different promos. Again, I will put everything either on the screen or down below. If I don't link something and you guys have a question, leave me a comment below, let me know, and I will definitely answer you. So I figured out based on theirs, I'm like, gee, golden, yeah, that's the color, because it's gotta work. I see it now. No one's ever pointed that out before, but so I went ahead and ordered the gamut of the products. Now you can get 3 of their samples. I believe it's you only pay the $5 for shipping. You get 3 color choices. You get to pick whether what your foundations are. You can do it personally, where you enter it in the comment with the 3 choices, or you can pick 3 different shades based on what you think your skin tone is. I thought it was golden. G1, G2, and G3 were the first ones that I got, but definitely G1 was way too light. So G2 and G3, and I have more than the 3 samples because I did order. You're able to only order 1 of those, so it is 1 per customer. But G2 ended up being light and G3 was matched. Now I got those and I thought, okay, G3 works really well, but I'm just coming out of summer and I just wanted to see what other colors would match. So they did have another promotion, and you were able to use that and order 3 other samples, and I believe those were like 50% off, and then you pay the $5 for shipping. So what I did for those, because it just you could just use those for the mineral powder. You can't use them for like eyeshadow or any other samples. That's how I ended up getting one of the, is it called Pretty Booster, the liquid. So I ordered the G3.5 and the G4, which is pretty cool. They have a half in between the 3 and the 4, because I thought maybe the G3.5 would be better for me versus the 3. And so this one actually, I can't tell the difference between the 3.5 and the 3 really. Slight difference where, could I get away with the 3.5 and order a full one? Yes, I could do that. The G4 will probably be more of my summer color, so I'm just going to try this once summer comes along. And then, like I said, I did order the Pretty Booster. You can also order samples. You just get the foundation ones in the Pretty Booster. They have those on discounts, but then you can order other samples. You can order samples of the eyeshadow. You just don't, I didn't see a discount for those. So I picked up, I wanted to try their concealer, and I picked up the color Fair. And so this would work. I use this mainly concealer for blemishes. A lot of times in the summer I don't wear full foundation at all on my face, and I will just spot conceal. Then I ordered one of their samples in, this is their loose eyeshadow. Now I am not a loose eyeshadow girl. I did try this. These are absolutely fabulous, but I was a big Bare Minerals girl at a clean out, and I will link any videos as well that I reference where you guys saw how much eyeshadow I had, and that was a fraction. So even though, even though this is a great color, I'm not even sure if you guys can see this. This is in their shade Diamond, and it is, if you guys can see that, silvery pink. Almost like a, yeah, I'd say more, to me it has a pink undertone to it, but I'm just not, like I said, not a loose powder type of girl. And then one of the samples, because you do get a sample with every order, so I made 2 orders. They sent me the Diamond eyeshadow, and then they also sent me a sample in Sarah, which is their highlighter. And this is a gorgeous color. Again though, I will let you guys know if you guys can see. It's a lavender color. This is their highlight, and it might appear white, but it is a lavender color, and I'm not going to really do big swatches. But yeah, like I said, the loose powder just is kind of messy to me, so I don't want to do that. And so, yeah, I might try to press those. Let's go ahead and get on with some other things, and that way I'm just going to briefly show you guys. The other order that I placed, I got one of their Z palettes. This is the size medium, and then I picked up 3 of their blushes. This is actually what they call a blush bronze and Sophie. This is Delilah, and this is Rosette. The colors that I was trying to do, I was hoping this was going to be more of a red. If you guys remember, I believe I did a clean out, or maybe I just gave them away. I like Tarte, but I'm not buying any products that have talc in them. So I was trying to really replace, if you guys remember, Natural Beauty. And this is kind of close to their color Exposed. But just fabulous colors that I just wanted to really replace. Natural Beauty is definitely a red blush. It was, but you put it on and it was just the most natural. I loved the color because it reminded me when I've been outside in the snow and I come back in and my cheeks are that rosy red. I really like that flush. And so yeah, this does not, even though I think I really like that, this color was not what I was going for as far as matching that. Then I picked up 4 of their eyeshadows. These are their pressed eyeshadows. Again, there's probably a glare. I will insert photos. I picked up the color Cashmere, which is a gorgeous matte, light, almost like a natural color. I think it will work really well with my skin as far as a base prime. Then I picked up the color Bliss, which is a slight pink color and almost like a natural beige. And it has a little bit of a sheen. I picked up the color Flora, so this would be Flora, and then the brighter color down here, this is the color Cabernet, and it is supposed to be a good rust color. Again, I will put what they describe on the screen, what the colors are. So those are the colors that I picked up. I do have another order coming, so expect another little update. So what I did during their birthday sale, and I will let you guys know, I put those in the palette. The blushes and the bronzers come in clamshells like this, and the eyeshadows come in little clamshells, the small ones like that. I threw away those, but I wanted to show you guys what those look like. And then again, for the birthday sale, I picked up the mineral powder in G3. I did get a sample of the color Paris. This is an eyeshadow. And again, see, I don't know. I have to be very careful. This is a really nice pink color, but again, I don't like the mess of this. If I drop it, boom, it's gone, done. You can't pick it up, repot it, or anything like that. I don't even know if you guys can see that, but it's a nice little blush. It really is a pretty. And so anyway, when I placed that order, they had a free gift with purchase. So it was $125 that you ordered, and then they threw in, I think it was a $60 value of their new Pretty Hair Day. This is the dry shampoo. You selected in blonde or brunette. I got brunette, of course. And so this looks like a full-size product. I'm not sure if it is. I know they're going to release this soon. It's not even released yet, but it's vegan, gluten-free, paraben-free, and I need my glasses again. This is a constant thing now. SF. I think that's sulfate-free. So yeah, this is a new product they're going to release soon, so be on the lookout for that. See, this is a full-size loose powder in the color Etta. I have not opened this, but let's see if you guys can see on the top. It's a sparkly, again, another pink color. Not crazy. It does have the locking sifter, but even some of it is sifted out in shipping. But yeah, I'm not sure what I'll do with that. The other item that was included in that is their sugar cookie. This is gluten-free and paraben-free. This is their, I think they call it their body polish, so it's just a sample of this, and it smells really good. If I can open, gosh, I don't like these things. I know they seal them, but I don't know. It all, you know how it tears. It's not a clean. I don't pick up sugar cookie. I do pick up lemon. So, but it's definitely, it's a lot like my homemade sugar scrub. So it's sugar with probably some essential oils. So I bet it would smell really good in the bath. So definitely will try that out. But again, you guys know I'm pretty frugal on those things. So sometimes things that I can make, I don't really purchase. Sorry to say, I'm not sorry to say that. That's just the way it is. And then So the two things that came in the free gift, the eyeshadow and the Root Pretty, this is their balm. They chose the color of choice. I didn't choose those, so they chose the pink. And in the balm that I got was the shade Houston. So this is the color of that. So yeah, that's everything that that I picked up from Root Pretty. I hope you guys enjoyed this little haul, and stay tuned next because I am actually going to do a try on.